Hello, English 102 students. I wanted to make a short video to go over a couple of the assignments that you have coming up that are building up to the long research paper. Um, Before I talk about those assignments, I just want to remind you that it's really important this week that you do as much reading and researching as time permits. Um, You'll feel a lot more comfortable writing your summary paper and your prospectus if you have a lot of information under your belt. So I hope that you will have been able to read at least 10 or 12 sources by the time you start writing your summary paper. Remember, the requirements for the long research paper are to have at least a couple OneSearch sources, and at least one of those should be a scholarly journal article. So to find those, you should read more. Um, and then you should go into the summary paper with a good understanding of the debate that surrounds your research question. Okay, the other thing I wanted to let you know is that these papers, the summary paper and the prospectus, will both help you build up to the long research paper draft. And you can use material from the summary paper possibly in your prospectus, and you can use some of that in your long research paper draft too. So they literally build on each other, and also they allow me to give you some feedback along the way so that you know that you're heading in the right direction. So these are good assignments to get you going here. So I want to look first of all at the assignment for the summary paper. You did one of these before, so I don't want to spend a ton of time on this. Because you've done it before, as I just said. So remember that you're basically writing 3 paragraphs. A paragraph of background on your topic, a side 1 paragraph, one side of the debate, and a side 2 paragraph, the other side of the debate. If your topic doesn't break down neatly into those categories, let me know and we can brainstorm together about how you might approach this. Somewhere in those paragraphs, you're going to use at least a couple of sources. And then you'll have a works cited list that matches your in-text citation. So if they're cited in your paragraphs, they need to be in your works cited list and vice versa. Okay? Remember that your purpose here is to inform me, not to tell me your position yet. I want to know what you've learned, so I want you to think of yourself as a reporter here, an unbiased reporter filling me in. The rubric is here, the same rubric that I used in your short research paper. If you go to the sample, if you go to content and you go to the sample materials, you'll see a sample summary paragraph assignment here. There's a couple actually. So feel free to take a look at those, and then if you have any questions, let me know. That assignment, as the announcement says, is due on Thursday of this week, but really you have a 24-hour grace period. Late penalties won't apply until Saturday. So anytime Friday is fine. If you need more time than that, ask me about an extension. I want to make sure that everything is going smoothly for you. Okay? The next thing coming up after that is this prospectus assignment. And the prospectus is the first time that I want to know where you stand. Okay, now I want to know what your position is that you've arrived at after all this research that you've done. So if you look at the assignments packet, we're skipping this tentative works cited list assignment, remember. That was designed to help you start thinking really carefully about how your sources are going to be used in your paper. Great thing to start thinking about, but we had to cut something to make the new online format work. So we're moving past that and going right to this prospectus. A prospectus is a preview of your argument. It's kind of like the abstracts that you have read in the databases or at the beginning of a scholarly article that tell readers what the article is going to be about, but the difference here is that this is for a paper that hasn't been written yet. So you're going to tell us what your plans are for your paper. You can use I, you can use first person, and the absolute basic requirement is that you need to have a thesis statement and you need to begin to explain your reasons for it. Okay, so I've given you some things to think about here as you write your thesis or your prospectus. We'll look at a sample in a minute. I have shortened the length. In the revised course plan, I said it should be at least 150 words. Aim for at least 200. 250 is ideal. Okay, 200 to 250 words, that's an ideal length. Definitely not longer than 300. You need to be concise here. Okay, and this is the rubric that I'll use. I will want you to post this on D2L okay? And then the other part of this is that you're going to post it in assignments as usual for things that I grade. But the other part of this is that you see how it says you will present this to the class and get some preliminary feedback on your argument? The way that we'll be presenting that, instead of reading it out loud in class in front of everybody, is to put it on discussions. Okay, so if you go to discussions, you'll notice under the research forum, you've posted in a couple of these already. Here is the prospectus post. Okay, so this, you can read this later. This explains what I've been talking about. More samples under content. So cut and paste your prospectus into a post so that it's easy for us to read. Don't attach a document. You'll get 10 additional points for posting it. So 25 points for the assignment, but 10 points for posting it here. Give your post a specific title. And then what I want you to do is come back and see what your classmates have posted and comment on at least a couple of your classmates' posts. You can get up to 15 bonus points for commenting on your classmates' posts. 5 bonus points for each prospectus you comment on, for up to 3. You can comment on more, but the bonus points max out at 15. To earn those points, though, you have to offer a really specific suggestion or ask a specific question. I'm trying to get you to avoid just generic praise. Praise is great, but offer that along with a specific question or suggestion. So let's take a look at a sample. You remember the sample paper on maternity leave that I had you read, okay? Under sample assignments in D2L, you can see her prospectus. Okay, this is what she wrote before she wrote the paper that you actually read. So notice that there's some background here. This background was pretty much right out of her summary paragraphs. So if you write really solid background in your summary paragraphs, you can cut and paste that and adapt that for this prospectus assignment too. So notice that she gives an overview of the issue, and then she introduces the problem. However, blah, blah, blah. And then she introduces her thesis, which is that we need to have reformed maternity leave policy, blah, blah, blah. You remember this from the sample paper. And then in the last paragraph, she explains how she'll support her argument. There's no law that says it has to be 3 paragraphs. There are multiple good ways to do this. The way that you structure this will depend upon your topic and the choices that you make with it. But notice how nice and clear this is, and you read it and you have an excellent understanding of what her paper is going to be about. You've got a good preview of the argument. That's what I'm looking for. So if she were in this class, she would post it here, giving her post a title. Here's her prospectus, cut and pasted right here. And here are a couple possible comments that you could make. Notice how these comments are specific. There's a question and a comment, rather than simply good job. Okay, I want you to try to consider this to be like a workshop of a draft in class where you try to give each other constructive feedback. So all you need to do to post your own is, to reply, excuse me, you would do that. I'm sorry. If you go back to this, you know how this works. You can reply here, okay? I think that's all I wanted to say about the prospectus assignment. Remember that there are a couple other samples under sample materials. Here's one. A student of mine was a realtor, and she wrote this about credit scores, which is a really good prospectus. This is an older one. She did a really good job. Here again, she gives us background and she gives us her thesis. Notice this first person language. I will argue that. That's completely okay in a prospectus. Okay? So the prospectus is fun for me to read because I get to see how everything is coming together, and it'll be fun for you to read your classmates as well. So we'll workshop each other, help each other out, and help our ideas come together. And then watch for my feedback, because I'll be giving you feedback that I hope will help you build up to the long essay as well. If you have any questions at all, you know to ask me if you have questions about research, finding particular kinds of sources, using the databases. Be sure to ask Bill. We really want you to finish strong here. So enjoy your research and email me with any questions that you have. Take care.